Good Thursday morning, everybody. I'm Dave Furtado.
And I'm meteorologist Jefferson Donovan.
And Jefferson, you weren't kidding yesterday when you said the wind was going to really kick up today. I could feel it as I was driving in. My car was getting blown over around the road. So as we head on into the latter half of the morning hours, what can people expect as they make their way to work?
Well, we are going to be decreasing the showers. There still are some of those rain showers out there this morning. We are going to decrease the showers through the day, but the winds are going to be here to stay. In the Tri-Cities, we could see gusts this afternoon as high as 40 miles per hour. We could also see gusts up to 40 miles an hour for Pendleton, gusting up to 35 miles an hour for Walla Walla and Yakima. So it is going to be a pretty windy day around the inland Northwest. Nothing that is super noteworthy. This isn't going to be a day that we remember for years to come, but it is just going to be one of those days that as you step outside, you're going to go, gosh, it sure is windy out here. As we look out at the Tri-Cities, you can already see the weather cam bouncing around a little bit. 21-mile-an-hour sustained winds at this point. Here's a look at your weather headlines today and going forward. We will be looking at gusty wind and drier weather conditions overall on this Thursday. After we get through tomorrow morning, we are going to turn our attention to more shower chances Friday evening. And then for the weekend, rain, mountain snow, and wind are all in the cards. We'll talk more about all three of these weather headlines in more depth coming up.
Thanks, Jefferson. We begin this morning in the Tri-Cities. A Pasco fertilizer company is facing a nearly $400,000 fine after the death of a worker. 56-year-old Victor Volshin was overcome by toxic fumes while cleaning a tanker truck. The Washington State Department of Labor and Industries released a short clip of surveillance video from right before his death. Volshin had worked for the Two Rivers Terminal's Pasco location for 11 years and was the father of 12 children. L&I has cited the company for 96 serious and 43 general violations in the last 3 years. The woman accused of neglecting her 2 children to the point that one of them died is claiming she's innocent. She appeared in court yesterday. Last month, police were called to her apartment for a welfare check where they found her 2-year-old severely malnourished and her 7-month-old baby dead. She pleaded not guilty yesterday morning to manslaughter, family abandonment, and criminal mistreatment charges. Sorry about that, folks. Her next court appearance is scheduled for April 17th. Now, a Yakima man accused of attacking Walmart employees and Yakima police officers is now in jail facing a number of charges. Yakima police say on March 7th they were called to the Walmart on Chestnut Avenue where an employee reported the Yakima man hit a woman in the store. They say employees were trying to break up the fight when Ayala Campos grabbed a price scanner and used it to further his assault against the woman. Police say that's when they tried to arrest him. He resisted, tried to bite them, and gave them a false name. He's now facing charges of robbery, assault, malicious mischief, resisting arrest, and making a false statement to a public servant. His bail was set at $5,000. And there's still no decision on charges for a Washington State trooper who's accused of being impaired when causing a deadly crash near Horn Rapids in Richland. The trooper was arrested nearly 2 weeks ago. This is video from her arrest shortly after the crash. Investigators say she turned in front of a motorcycle rider. She was scheduled to make a court appearance yesterday, but it was canceled. A special prosecutor from Spokane County has been assigned to the case. Spokane County Prosecutor Larry Haskell told us the investigation is active and ongoing, and they'll make a charging decision when the investigation is complete and a thorough review has been conducted. You can watch the full version of Clayson's arrest up on our YouTube page by going to KEPRTV.com. Switching gears this morning, the U.S. Department of Education is warning Central Washington University that it could lose federal funding if it continues its diversity, equity, and inclusion practices. This follows a recent letter from the department emphasizing concerns over race-based policies in education. In response, CWU's president sent an email to faculty and students saying, quote, while we remain confident that CWU's programs comply with state and federal anti-discrimination laws, we agreed that this DCL was an opportunity for us to reflect on and consider how we can evolve our work in order to live more fully into the heart and spirit of our vision. The university is now exploring how to evolve its mission to ensure it meets the needs of all students while staying compliant with changing laws. Now, there's been quite a bit of will they, won't they when it comes to the new administration, from tariffs to federal layoffs. And one of the recent agencies caught up in it is the U.S. Forest Service. The Forest Service is tasked with keeping public federal lands maintained, and safe. In mid-February, many workers received notices that they were fired by the Trump administration. Then, a week ago, Forest Service employees were told they were reinstated for a limited time for 45 days. The uncertainty comes as the Department of Natural Resources is doing their wildfire training. Ryan Rodruck with the DNR tells us their Forest Service partners are more focused on the incident management side through what's called the militia model.
Those back-end support positions, which are still critical to firefighting, did see some impact. And I think it's the uncertainty that is a little frustrating right now in this process.
Now, Rodruck stressed that no matter what's going on at the federal level, the DNR is and will be ready to tackle any fire within their jurisdiction. And finally, one man is not only using his voice, but his passion for running. Ryan Vasquez is running a 3-day marathon to advocate for the indigenous community. KIMA's Stephanie Rivera caught up with him and reports.
Ryan Vasquez is not only a runner, but he is an advocate for indigenous people who were murdered in the past. Vasquez says it started when he went to Phoenix, Arizona, and saw how many indigenous people were left homeless. This sparked the interest to help his community any way he could.
And I'm half native, so when I would see that, it just like broke my heart, and I wanted to do something about it, and I didn't know what else to do. So back here, I kind of just said that I was going to run from here to the Warm Springs Reservation, which is a neighboring reservation in Central Oregon, maybe like 120 miles away. And I thought that nobody would really care. I thought like 10, 20 people would care, but it kind of like went viral on Facebook.
He says that his passion hasn't always been financially stable, but he does get recognized by people in the community with their own personal stories to share.
People will stop and like pay for my groceries and stuff like that, and like tell me like the worst things or like things that have happened to their family members. And so like, how can I stop, you know?
Vasquez will be making his 6th run this weekend, starting on Friday from Puyallup to finishing on Monday at Emerald Queen Casino, where he will be welcomed by the community with a celebration. Reporting from Yakima for Action News, Stephanie Rivera.
Okay, I'm Stephanie Rivera, thank you. And Ryan has a GoFundMe available right now. It's called Ryan's Run, Missing and Murdered Indigenous Women Awareness. If you'd like to donate for his financial needs for his run. And with that, let's jump right over to meteorologist Jefferson Donovan to talk the weather today. Today is not going to be a good day to get a start on any running, considering how much wind we're seeing in our area. But as we head on into tomorrow, it might be a more of a decent day to get started.
Yeah, I would say maybe today would be a good day for a run if you could figure out how to get a tailwind for your entire run. But again, that's kind of impossible, at least in most cases. Now today, the good news is if you are going to be doing outdoor activities, we are going to be looking at decreasing showers. It might be a good day to maybe fly a kite. Now you can see those temperatures on your screen will be ranging from the upper 40s to mid 50s around the forecast area. To Dave's point, tomorrow is not going to be too shabby of a day to get outdoors, but then there is going to be more rain to come for the weekend. We will talk about that forecast in more depth coming up.
Thanks, Jefferson. The time now is 5:09.